All right, guys, I finally got this bow finished, ready to put stain and polyurethane on it. I mentioned the other day that I was going to heat treat the limbs and I wasn't going to do it, but I decided to do it. I'm kind of glad I did because now I got a fair amount of back set in this bow. When I shoot it several times, it comes back to straight instantly. Then within like 10 to 15 minutes, I got a half-inch of back set, so I definitely got rid of the string follow. And I don't know if you can see it or not, but definitely got back set. It's about 1.5 inches right now, but when I shoot it, it'll it'll straighten out. When I unstring it, it'll be straight, and then within a couple minutes, it's right back to a half. Then I don't know, 4 or 5 hours. So this is what I got. So definitely, I gained 3 more pounds. It's 55 pounds right now, and it's ready to be finished. So we're going to stain it right now. So stay tuned. Let me get this bow hung up and get the stain ready, get my gloves on, and we'll stain it. All right, guys, getting ready to stain this thing. Stuff looks awful dark, but this might be the ticket. I'm just using a regular old paper towel. Kind of almost got like a pickled look to it. I really don't care as long as it's not white. Not sure about that color, but like I said, it's almost like a pickled color. Not unless it's my shirt reflecting off of it. All right, I'm gonna let that set for a couple minutes. Then I'm gonna wipe it off, wipe it down. All right, guys, it's been a couple minutes. I'm gonna wipe it down with a clean cloth. I'd go get some other gloves. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's got like a green hue to it. Not too much worried about the handle. It's going to get a wrap on the handle. But then we'll let it set here for a little bit, dry. Then I'm going to put one more coat on it, see what it does. Color reminds me of some like antique, real antique-y looking wood. Okay, guys, we're gonna let that set for a little while, dry. Then I'll probably put one more coat on it. Alright, guys, we got all the staining done. I didn't videotape putting the polyurethane on. It's self-explanatory. Hang it up by a knock-in, stand it up, spray it down with the polyurethane. But I like the bow. I like the color. I'll give you a close-up here in a minute. Like I said, I like the bow. It turned out real good. Like I said, I got my big problem with the hickory is when you don't put a stain on it, it's very white. stands out bad in the wood. I like to have some kind of stain on it. But this ebony stain right here, I don't know, it's almost like a pickled wood, in my opinion. I don't know what it is. It just looks a little pickled to me. It looks like a rustic, it looks like a wood that's been sitting out in the weather for a while. I kind of like it. It's a tad shiny for me. I might take steel wool and go over it and try to knock the sheen off. Because when I hunt, believe me, there's no use to have a pretty bow because it's going to get scratched up anyways. I got some few parts on here that could have been sanded a little bit more. But I know the way I hunt, drag it up and down the tree, it's just going to get scratched up. And probably in the long run, probably end up going back and sanding it down and putting another, getting the scratches out of it. But that don't really bother me because I know it's going to get scratched up. That's why I try not, if I was going to build it for somebody, I would try to make it perfect. But for me, nah. I got a little bit, just a touch heavy on the poly here. I put, the can calls for 3 coats of, for exterior use. I went 2, but the 2 coats I put on were pretty daggone heavy. So I think I got enough on it. So I'm going to try to get you a close-up of the bow so you can see what it looks like. There's the finish on it. That's the back. Here's the belly. I'll put it in the sunlight so you can see a little better. Right here's the belly. Here's the back. And hopefully you can see the back set in this bow. After I reheated it, it's definitely got back set. It stays too. I mean, when I unstring this thing after shooting it, because I did shoot it a few times after I heat treated it. I shot it several times actually. And after each time when I unstrung this thing, it immediately come back to being perfectly straight. No string follow whatsoever. So, and as you can see, I mean, it's got, I mean, the limb tips are not even touching. And there's a 1/2 inch right there without the limb tips touching. If the limb tips were touching, it would probably be right here. About 1.5 inches. So I'm satisfied with that. I think what the problem is, when I'm fire hardening it, I got the limbs so thick, because they're like 5/8 inch thick when I fire harden this thing, that I'm not cooking it completely through enough to get the fire hardening down to this part of the wood. I'm getting fire hardening, but most of this, like I said, I did this for a 1/2 hour on this side with the heat gun and a 1/2 hour on this side with the heat gun. I didn't have to do any tillering. When I took it off, I had an 1/8 inch positive tiller on the top, and everything looked good. So I got lucky. I didn't have to do any tillering. Everything, when I strung it up, it was fine. The next video I'm going to do on this bow, if you haven't seen the previous video, go back and watch the other video and you'll see the string follow after it's been shot. And not much back set at all, maybe a 1/2 inch of back set. Now it's got about 1.5 inches back set. And like I said, immediately after shooting it 20, 30 times, it jumps back to being perfectly straight. Then maybe 5 to 10 minutes, I get a 1/2 inch back set, and overnight it'll come back to the 1.5 inch back set. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with this bow. That extra 3 pounds of gained, I'm going to train myself to shoot this heavy thing. It's probably 55 pounds now, which is a little heavy for me. But if you want to see how I do my leather wrap handle and my shelf material, tune in for the next video. because I'll have the bow completely finished. I'll have the leather wrap on it, the shelf material, and we'll shoot this thing and check out the back set. So stay tuned for my next video. I hope you enjoyed this one. I'm going to show you the products that I used one more time, the stain and the spray polyurethane. I'll give you a close-up so you can see what's what. This is the stain, and this is the spray polyurethane that I used. It's Minwax Indoor Outdoor Spar Urethane, and this is a oil base ebony stain, premium oil based ebony stain. I like it. If I do any more, this will be the stain I use, because I think I end up putting three coats on this bow, and it took it pretty well. You can still see some of the yellowing from the what is it called? Well, it's just where I didn't sand it. It stayed yellow from, I guess, the fire hardening. And you got the light colors. But I like it. I mean, I like it a lot, especially that fire hardening. That fire hardening turned out real good. Okay, guys, I'm going to end this video. I'm probably going to go inside and work on my handle, get my leather cut out. I'm going to post that video on putting the leather handle wrap on this thing and the shelf material, and I'm probably going to wait 2 or 3 days, let this polyurethane cure out. It's not tacky right now, but I can tell it's definitely not cured enough to stain it. Shoot it. So like and subscribe and stay tuned. You're watching Outdoors with Little Nicky.